Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about industrial drives and applications module 4. So module 4 is a continuation of module 3. So in this we are going to discuss about induction motor drives. So in this we have voltage source inverter VSI control, cyclo converter control, closed loop speed control and converter rating for VSI and cyclo converter induction motor drives. Variable frequency control from current source inverter CSI and current regulated voltage source inverter control, speed control of single phase induction motor. So this is the content of module 4. So in this video we will discuss about VSI, voltage source inverter control. Before going to discuss about VSI, induction motor drives are more popular than the DC motor drives. Why? Because induction motor drives are having more advantages than the DC motor drives, especially cost wise, maintenance wise and applications wise. So these induction motor drives are more popular than DC motor drives. First in this module we will see about VSI, voltage source inverter control. So these induction motor drives are operates on AC supply. So because induction motor mainly operates on frequency and voltage. So we can control the speed of the induction motor by varying the either frequency or supply voltage, right? So DC motor drives are operates on by supply voltage. So we can control the speed of the DC motor by varying the supply voltage, right? So DC motor drives are doesn't having supply frequency. That's what. So they can control by varying the either voltage or current, right? So here we have voltage source inverter VSI control, variable frequency and variable voltage supply for induction motor control can be obtained either from a VSI or cycloconverter. Cycloconverter means it is a frequency converter. So one frequency level which converts into another frequency level, right? So here coming to the VSI induction motor drives. So voltage source inverter allows a variable frequency supply to be obtained from a DC supply. So how here we are using is we have 6 thyristors or transistors. So we can use as a MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, or IGBT, integrated gate bipolar transistor, or so one more device we have IGCT, insulated gate commutated thyristors, are we are using in inverter. So we are converting DC supply into AC supply. In this figure we can observe the input voltage of the inverter is DC. So this is the DC. So we are converting into AC, that AC supply we are giving to the induction motor. So by that we are controlling the speed of the induction motor drive. So here we'll see so which device, which transistor used for so what type of applications, right? Here, so generally MOSFET is used in low voltage and low power inverters. This you have to remember. So MOSFET is suitable for low voltage, low power inverters. IGBT is used for medium power levels, and GTO, gate turn on thyristors, and insulated gate commutator thyristors are used for high power levels. So here in place of TR1, TR2, TR3, so TR3, TR4, TR5, these are the thyristors, right? So in place of thyristors we are using MOSFET, IGBT and IGCT. So based on our application, right? So coming to this one here. So output voltage waveform of inverter is shown in the figures. So so one is stepped wave inverter line voltage waveform. So this is figure 1 shows, and this figure shows the PWM pulse width modulation inverter line voltage waveform. So we can use either stepped wave or PWM inverter line voltage waveform in induction motor drives. So this is the inverter output line and phase voltage are given by the following Fourier series. So here we are using Fourier transforms to analyze the output voltage of inverter. So VAB. So VAB means output voltage between A line and B line here, right? So next one, VAB is equal to 2 into root 3 by pi VD into sin omega t minus 1 by 5 sin 5 omega t minus 1 by 7 sin 7 omega t, so on, it's continue, right? So here VSI can be operated as a stepper wave inverter or PWM inverter. When operated as a stepper wave inverter, transistors are switched in the sequence of either number with a time difference of T by 6, and each transistor is kept on for the duration T by 2, where T is the time period for one cycle, right? So here input voltage is DC. So DC input voltage is obtained by connecting a chopper between DC supply and inverter, figure A. When supply is AC, variable DC input voltage is obtained by connecting rectifier between AC supply and inverter, as shown in the figures, right? So these are the different cases. So here one first figure A shows the, so input voltage is DC, so chopper we are using. So chopper is a DC to DC converter, so which converts one level of DC voltage to another level of DC voltage. So that here we are using the DC link, and so we are giving input to the inverter which converts DC to AC. So AC supply we are giving to the input induction motor drive. Similarly here, so instead of VSI, so cycloconverter, so control rectifier, so voltage control rectifier. So same operation as figure A shows, right? So here why we are using the filter is to eliminate the harmonics in the DC voltage. So by using the filter we are eliminating the harmonics voltage distortions in the output voltage. So these are the figure C and figure D shows the different cases. So one DC supply we are connecting directly instead of rectifier or chopper. So one level of DC voltage we are converting to the filter. Filter will eliminate the harmonics, then it will connecting to the PWM inverter. So that output we are giving to the induction motor. By the way, we are controlling the speed of the induction motor. Similarly here also, Figure D also, diode bridge rectifier. So DC voltage, AC voltage we are giving. So AC voltage will convert into DC, that we are giving to the DC link, that is the filter. So filter eliminates the DC harmonics. So that output we are giving to the PWM inverter. So by the inverter signals, by inverter voltage and frequency levels, induction motor will operate. So here phase to neutral voltage VAN is equal to 2 by pi Vd sin omega t plus 1 by 5 sin 5 omega t plus 1 by 7 sin 7 omega t. The RMS value of the fundamental phase voltage V is equal to root 2 by pi Vd. So if we convert above voltage into RMS, we will get a root 2 by pi Vd. See here we have some drawbacks between stepped wave inverter and PWM inverter. The main drawbacks of stepped wave inverter is large harmonics of low frequency in the output voltage, right? So these are the following drawbacks we have. Because of low frequency harmonics, the motor losses are increased at all speed, causing degrading of the motor. So motor develops pulsating torques due to 5th, 7th, 11th and 13th harmonics, which causes jerky motion of the rotor at low speeds. So due to the harmonics, pulsating torques will produce. So due to pulsating torques, motor will vibrate, that is jerky motion of the rotor at low speed. So harmonic content in the motor current increases at low speed. The emission saturates at light loads at a low speed due to high V by F ratio. So causes, so we have two effects: overheat of the emission at low speeds, thus limiting the lowest speed at around 40% of base speed, right? So these are the drawbacks in stepped wave inverter. That's what we are going for PWM inverter. So harmonics are reduced, low frequency harmonics are eliminated, associated losses are reduced, smooth maintain is obtained at low speed. Also when inverter is operated as a PWM inverter. The fundamental component in the output phase voltage of the PWM inverter operates with sinusoidal. PWM is given by V is equal to M into Vd by 2 into root 2. So where M is the modulation index, right? So by using PWM inverter, so we are eliminating the harmonics and pulsating torques and also so jerky motion in the induction motor. That is the advantage of PWM inverter than the stepped wave inverter. Stepped wave inverter is suitable for high speed applications and PWM inverter is suitable for low speed and high speed applications. So for a given harmonic content in the motion, terminal voltage, the current harmonics are reduced when motor has high leakage inductance. So harmonics how we are reducing is by connecting the high leakage inductance, right? So in next video we will see the braking and multi-quadrant operation of VSI induction motor drives. Thank you.